beautiful Cancerians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-November right through to mid-December 2023. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I'll never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Cancerians, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get your overarching energy first and then follow it with a Celtic cross from this deck here. But already I'm scrying in the water at the same time as doing your reading, and they're already showing me an image of a circle with a heart in it, in the center, okay? So this could be a sign or a symbol that you'll see over the next coming weeks or months, okay? How else could I decode that energy? It could be that this love that's coming in will be all-encompassing. Or maybe it's your focus. Maybe you haven't prioritized looking for love recently and now it's going to be your focus. But I definitely see it as a sign that you will see over the next coming weeks or months. Okay, so a circle with a heart right in the center of it. So yeah, look out for that. Now let's get straight to the energy of your reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Also, I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you who reached out to wish me well. I did fall over and bumped my head and got a bit of concussion there. So I took some time out to really recuperate, and I'm back to best, of course. But I just want to send so much love and hugs. All those wonderful vibrations you all sent out to me for healing really did work and really made my day. So thank you so, so much. Okay. They want me to go one more, so I will. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Okay, so we have the cross, we have the letter, we have the house, we have the tree, and we have the tower. Now, the tower is not to be feared. It can indicate that you are about to break yourself out of a very stuck cycle of repeat. So it's number 19, which means a happy outcome. The sun is number 19. I'm just going to get your starting position in your Celtic cross there. We've got the Ace of Wands. So definitely someone new coming on in here, someone who has some chemistry with you, someone who has a spark. So you're going to be curious about this person. But let's get to your overarching cards first. This is your protagonist energy. Now, this is, of course, the cross. So I can see that you've had a lot of difficulties in love, and some of you have had some sorrow. Okay, I feel some of you have really suffered in love or had an experience in the past that really disappointed you, let you down, and your heart has been hurting. And I feel that you have been healing that beautiful heart of yours. There's so much warmth coming from your reading. It's incredible. And whenever I get that, it means you have such a beautiful, loving heart, and you totally are lovable as well. You know, this is how I know. I wear glasses. For those of you who can't see my face, I wear glasses, of course, and my glasses are completely like steamed up because of the wonderful heat that's coming off your reading. But also, it tends to tell me that this is a very intense, steamy relationship that's coming on in. What tells me it's love is that we have the house and we have the tree. So this person, they will join your family lineage. You will settle down with this new person who's coming in, okay? But this card, it's number 36. When you reduce it, 3 plus 6 is 9, which is the hermit energy. Some of those experiences you had in the past were to help you evolve spiritually. And I know that doesn't help you. I know it's a painful experience that perhaps you've been through in the past, whether it is that you've been through a difficult relationship, or perhaps maybe your confidence was knocked when you were younger, maybe you were bullied, or you've had an experience that really sort of robbed you of your confidence, your self-assurance in relationships. I'm picking up on some of that energy as well. So I'm sending you a huge hug out there, so much love. And for those of you who have not actually been in a relationship at all, I feel this sense of isolation, and that some of you may be asking bigger questions like, why am I single? Why me? Why have I gone through these experiences? And it is part of your spiritual journey, but I feel divine timing is in play here, where you are gaining a lot of enlightenment about who you are, what you want, your spiritual path, your true life's mission and purpose, because sometimes our guides block us from a connection in order to focus on our own path. And I feel that's something that you've been doing recently. And also, I mean, it's number 6 at the bottom there, so you're creating a lot of balance and harmony in your life, because I do pick up on this energy, and please don't shoot the messenger when I say this. I'm picking up on this energy that you go that extra mile for everybody in your life, okay? And that's wonderful. But sometimes you are an overgiver and you need to protect your energy a little bit more, my beautiful Cancerians, okay? Because when you love hard, but you lose a piece of yourself, or you give like a large piece of yourself away. And sometimes people can see your effort in a relationship and they see that it's like you're giving more and more and more and more, and then it almost gives the other person sometimes permission. It'll give the wrong person permission to sort of sit back and accept and not really give back in reciprocity. So just watch out for that, because that is coming through there. I do feel that you've had a lot of obstacles going on with regards to love, and some of you, there may be something to do with religion as well, okay? That's what's coming through there. Now, my readings, if you know them, they're not about religion, but I'm feeling this energy coming through. So some of you, religion may have been a factor, or your beliefs may have been a factor, or some of you may have been looking at your belief system and actually seeing that there's no one out there right now who really adheres to what you're looking for. Or you may feel that actually there's a shortage of anyone that you're currently interested in, whether there's religion being a factor or not. I definitely get this sense right now that things are hard, and I feel like you have a lot of responsibility on your shoulders right now, my beautiful Cancerians. And some of you may have been like working double time or focusing on your projects, or you are looking after somebody, or I just feel right now that you are, how can I put that? It's like your focus is not 100% on finding love. I feel it is something you would like, but it's not a priority right now. I feel like you've got other things on your plate. And for some of you beautiful Cancerians out there, some of you have been unwell, or you felt like you're not up to finding love or looking for love at this time, and you're just taking time to heal. And I feel the right moment is going to arrive for you where you meet this person, because the universe is orchestrating a meeting behind the scenes for you to actually be in the path of this new person that's coming in, okay? So whatever your experience, I feel like it has been a hard one. So I'm sending you a huge hug out there. So much love. I'm looking at this. It's going to get better. Okay. Now we do have the letter, and it's in the resistance position. So the energy I'm picking up on right now is that you're currently not talking to anybody. Okay. Some of you may feel a little bit lonely. And I feel they're only fleeting moments of emotion that are coming on in. Of course, we need to honor every emotion that comes in, look at it, but not let it overwhelm us. I feel that actually you're not like yearning, shall we say, for love. I feel like you're very independent, you're very self-sufficient. I feel it's something that you would like, but it's not something that, I'm not getting any like desperate vibes here. So I feel like you're doing your life, you're focusing on you. Sometimes you forget your own needs, and that's one of the lessons that you need to learn in this lifetime. And sometimes that lesson will replay and replay and replay until such time as we learn it. And I feel this is something that you've been learning in a very difficult way. And I feel like your energy is about to change. Now, when you get this card in the reverse, as I said, it's like, in the next 6 weeks, it goes into the upright. Okay, so all is not lost just because you got this card in the resistance position. What it means is right now you're not talking to somebody new, but in the next 6 weeks, there is someone coming on in that will pique your curiosity, and you'll want to get to know them better. This is also a card of, learning to go deeper within and discover more about yourself. Okay, it's number 27. When you reduce it again, 2 + 7 is 9. So that is a hermit energy. So I feel a lot of you have withdrawn in order to be on a spiritual journey of personal discovery. You're letting go of, narratives that perhaps you've been given when you were younger, or, things that perhaps that inner narrative, sometimes we get a little bit critical on ourselves. We need to love ourselves a little bit harder. This is a time where you're seeing beyond the superficial and you're seeking deeper meaning. So I feel like you're actually looking at people and how they approach love love. And because you're maturing, you're recognizing, actually, that's not what I want. I want this. So I feel like you're being really discerning about the company that you keep. And I don't care how old you are, whether you're 85 or whether you are, 27 or 19, whatever it is, if you're vibing at a frequency of wanting to focus, to find love, then you will attract it. And I definitely see that that's something that you are starting to shift into in the next 6 weeks. Now, of course, the letter indicates communication coming on in, but it's more than that. I feel... And I have to pull a card on this because I feel you're definitely going to meet someone new, because the Ace of Wands tells me there's someone new. But I am feeling someone from your past reaching out here. It could be a text. I mean, it could be a letter if they're really old-fashioned, text or email. So I'm just going to pull a card because I do feel it. You know, I read cards, I read energy, and also I'm scrying at the same time as doing a reading. So I'm given certain things to highlight what's shifting for you. But I see someone from your past reaching out. So let me just pull a card on that. This person, they like to win at all costs. It's almost like you rub their ego when you return a message. It's like they feel like they've still got an in. They self-sabotage, this person, whoever they are. They're not emotionally available to offer you the love that you truly deserve and desire. Okay, so I just want you to be aware of that. Five of Swords is someone who is actually very much in pain, and they tend to cause a lot of people around them pain as well, whether they mean to or not. Okay, we are all conscious of our actions. Sometimes we don't know where the root of that comes from, but we are aware of the choices that we're making. And I feel this person, with the Five of Swords, they cause a lot of tension. They may start you to think back in your head like maybe this person has changed, but they're showing up as the Five of Swords, which means this person, I feel like they haven't really grown into the authentic version of themselves yet. I feel that this person, they tend to just reach out just to see if they've still got it, to see if, you still have feelings for them or would entertain them, okay? Now, this person at one stage, the energy I'm getting, this person loved you highly, okay? But they were in fear and they ran away from their feelings, and it's almost like their feelings are locked off, okay? So I just want you to be aware of that. Three of Cups, some of them may have like substances that they connect to. They're numbing a lot of pain. This person is actually in a lot of pain, okay? Now, of course, you may have tried to help this person or you're there for this person, but I want you to be aware that this person is not emotionally available to offer you love at this time in their life. And I feel that this person, they need their ego rubbed by people, okay? Even if it's not like a physical thing that they have with people, they just need their sense of ego to be uplifted, because right now they're in a self-sabotaging energy. I also feel that this person, and I've mentioned this briefly before in a Scorpio reading, maybe it's because of the water element between you both, but I'm getting this energy of you are the lighthouse in their storm. They feel safe and comfortable with you, but they're not capable of remaining in a happy environment. It's always like they're trying to find the argument, or if something's going too well, they think it's going to go wrong. So then they kind of like shift into an energy where suddenly everything's wrong, or they bolt, they leave, they ghost the union because there's something in this person, they're just not ready for a relationship. So I just want you to be aware of that, but I do feel that they are reaching out. And for some of you, beautiful Cancerians, this person may already be connected to somebody else, or I feel that this person, they have some sort of news to share with you. It's almost like this, like, look at me kind of energy, and I just feel, yeah, they're lost in ego right now. So don't shoot the messenger. That's the energy I got coming through. But don't be surprised when this person reaches out, because they are in an energy of nostalgia. Okay, that's what's coming through. Now I'm going to move away from the energy and focus on new, because this is a new love reading, but it did pop up there. We do have the House. Now, this is about stability. This is your outcome energy. We also have the Tree, which is connected to planting roots. It's a safe relationship. When you get the Tree, it tends to mean that you're going to marry a new person who's coming into your life, okay? It's number 5, which is the Hierophant energy, which of course is a traditional type relationship that leads to marriage or settling down or whatever it is that you want. This is an energy of, settling down and planting roots with somebody. feeling safe with somebody in a union, knowing that you can be your wonderful self. And, you know, this is a healthy relationship that's coming in, that's new, that will promote growth, personal development. And of course, I feel like you will move in with this person. But again, I feel like you'll build a family unit with this person. Now, whether you want children or not, or whether you can have children or not, you know, maybe your idea of setting up a house is to have pets or just to be with your partner. Either way, I feel like you will meet someone and you'll be surprised at how easy it feels. Because I feel experiences you've had in the past have been difficult, and they have taught you lessons, is what I'm picking up on. And when you meet this new person, it's just going to feel like you've known them forever. There's a familiarity about this person, okay? Also, later on down the line in the relationship, when you build it with this new person, you're going to find out that you actually have a friend in common, okay? And you're going to talk about somebody and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, did they do this? And you're like, yeah. And both of you are going to have this moment of realization like, oh my gosh, we knew the same person, yet we never really crossed paths until now. How amazing. So I feel that's going to be a conversation later on in your relationship, okay? Now we do have the Tower. The Tower is not to be feared, because what happens with the Tower is that everything that is unstable or, you know, how can I put that? You know, indecisive, shall we say, or anything that's not stable in your life is being taken away. It's shedding. Okay. So if it's that wishy-washy person who comes in every so often, promising you the world and delivering nothing, that's all being taken away. That is a shedding period. Suddenly, if you're in a stuck cycle of repeat where you feel you can't see how you're going to meet love, because you've been in a repetitive cycle, this is about you taking a leap of faith and breaking out of a comfort zone in order to find happiness, okay? We've got to number 19 there. That is the Sun, which means you are going to be so happy. You're going to experience the joy of love. And that dark time is going to be, you know, far behind you. I feel this is a very successful moment where you have a breakthrough in love, and suddenly you get to rebuild something stronger with a new person, and you're going to be so happy. It's number 6 there as well. Okay. And I feel this, I mean, this is the number of balance, harmony, but also the Lover's card, and you've got it twice. So you've got 99, 66 energy there as well. Also, I'm being given with the Tower, how can I put that? It's like a paradigm shift. Nothing remains the same. So I just want you to be aware. It's like you're going through a cycle of rebirth where it just feels like anything you've experienced in the past is now being left in the past, although those experiences shaped you, informed you, and may have influenced how you operate in love, and they were important lessons. They no longer have power over you. Okay, I feel like you are changing the way you approach love, and you're definitely going to be doing something different than usual. Some of you, I mean, you may be literally changing your home space. Some of you may be relocating to move to the countryside, or some of you may be deciding to move to a different country altogether, or some of you are changing your job. There's something changing in your household is what I see, something personal that you are changing, that you are in control of changing. And that is like the catalyst to put you on the path to meeting someone new. But you will be talking to someone new, and it is romantic, okay? Now, we do have the 7 of Cups, and this is about feeling very scattered in your energy. You may even feel like love is a bit of an illusion right now. You may dream of it from time to time and feel like it's just not happening for you. But I feel it's really important to recognize that your thoughts are becoming things. So remember, the moment you start to think, you know what, love's probably not coming for me, catch yourself doing it and be like, no, love is coming for me, and visualize the sort of person you want to be with. See yourself taking a break or a vacation with that person. See yourself in a hotel with that person, getting married to that person, adopting a pet with that person, whatever it is that you want with that person. Really visualize who this person will be for you. And then you attach yourself to that vibration and you match it. And then the universe brings that person in quicker than, you know, you were thinking of in the first place. Also, it's worth noting that whilst nostalgia is, of course, important because we look back at past scenarios in order to learn lessons or work things out in our head and process things, don't keep attaching to that memory because it attaches a vibration with it, okay? So that means you're calling someone similar in the same vibration from the past. And if the past was not satisfying for you, it's time to reroute your thoughts towards the present moment, and then you call in the future. So I just want you to be aware of that as well, especially since you're a water element. water elements, we tend to flow back to the past sometimes in order to really work things out in our head and our heart and, have the woulda, coulda, shoulda conversations. I'm a Scorpio, so I totally know that sometimes I spend a lot of time thinking about past situations and I have to catch myself at it in order to bring myself back to the present moment. And I feel a lot of you, beautiful Cancerians, sometimes, and again, I'm going to say there's a lot in your reading, I feel, don't shoot the messenger. I feel a lot of you put other people's needs before your own. And I feel this is something that you have to learn not to do all the time. You have to learn that you are deserving of true love and that you and your time are really valuable on this earthly plane and that you are attracting love. And whilst, of course, help people out, be there for people. You are a wonderful soul, but don't always do it at detriment to yourself. Leave a little space for yourself and your happiness, okay? That's coming through there as well. Now, with that Seven of Cups, I feel some of you have been pushed and pulled in many different directions. You are not truly 100% focusing on love or making it your priority. However, I feel like you're having to make some sort of adjustments in your schedule or in the way that you do things, because I feel like there is a cycle of repeat here that you need to break out of. So whether it's trying something new, whether it's a new hobby or a new environment, a new place to go to, even a new vacation destination, whatever it is, I feel like you are breaking out of the norm, and that's what that Tower represents, to take that leap of faith, okay? And my guides want me to show you the Tower in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. I'm sure you all know what it looks like. Can you please guide me? Thank you so much. As you can see, the crown chakra, there is a crown on top of the Tower. The crown represents knowingness, okay? And you know deep down something needs to change because the figures were in this Tower for quite some time. It may have felt really comfortable. It may have felt like, what, I'm safe here, it's great. But you know that something needs to change because you're getting a little bit frustrated or it's getting a bit dull or boring. And if you don't make a change, the universe comes along and sends like a lightning bolt to make you move or change something about your current circumstances so that you can liberate yourself out of that stuck situation. Now, there's two figures here. One is leaping into the unknown, and the other one is falling backwards, taken quite by surprise. So it's really important to recognize that you get to choose. Do you make the changes that are necessary in your life, or do you want a really harsh lesson sometimes from the universe to make you come out of that comfort zone? This is not to do with you and your energy right now. They just show me something to do with me, which was many, many years ago. I had a relationship that, it was awful, okay? And I obviously chose that relationship and I was lost in the moment of it. But every morning I woke up, I literally had these words in my head and I was like, who's that voice? This is before I really started like my spiritual journey. And it was like, who's this voice? Because I was always running away from spiritual gifts that I had been given. And the voice every morning was like, this is not your life. And I was like, what are you talking about? I got the relationship, I got the, we had an apartment, and I was like, this is supposed to be what we want in life, right? And although the person that I was with was horrific to me in moments, I always forgave and was like, you know what, let's just give them the benefit of the doubt. And every morning it was like, this is not your life. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is this voice? And it was right. That was not my life. And I ignored it. And a couple of months went by and I still ignored it. And then suddenly I had the Tower moment where, the universe exposed some things to me. And it really got to a critical moment where I was like, enough is enough. I got to leave this. I got to go, because if I don't, I'm not safe. I'm not safe here. And it had to get to that critical point, although the red flags were there and that little inner voice was there and so many things. So I feel, even though you're in a single energy right now, I feel it's really important to recognize that your heart is still whispering. There's still a little voice in there saying, you know what? Maybe you should go to that event, or maybe you should travel to a different destination, or maybe you should pick up that hobby, or maybe you should, there's this energy that's happening in your reading. And that's what I want to kind of like connect you to, that we have a choice. And I get a sense here that you are making a choice. because in the next 6 weeks, I see you actually making some sort of choice to change something about your life. And you're going to be so happy you did, because the universe is actually orchestrating a meeting between you and someone new who is passionate, kind, intense, loving, and makes you feel secure in a relationship. But ultimately, you had to feel secure within yourself and your emotions before you opened up to this new relationship. Okay, that's one of the things that they've got coming through here for you, because it's most important that we all recognize that we are whole all by ourselves. We're not looking for our other half, because that in some way implies that part of us is missing. And you may have had experiences in the past where you felt you left a piece of yourself in those scenarios. But I feel like you're healing that now. And I feel like you are looking for someone who is a wonderful new addition to your life. Remember, the person is an addition to your life, because you bring a lot to the table of love and life. And you have to have someone who actually brings reciprocity, who shows you with actions, not just words, that they want to be there, that they are in love with you. And this new person who's coming in, they are going to show you that, and then some. Now, we have the Ace of Wands. It is in the crossing position, so that does tend to tell me some of you have either had a false start in a relationship in the past or a rejection, and it's been very painful. And again, I'm sending you so much love and so much hugs out there. And some of you have actually just had a really brutal delay in like love coming on in, but that is about to shift and change for you. The Ace of Wands is like signaling that there is a major transformation at work in your love life. And there's going to be lots of like coincidences and, you know, meaningful moments where you're like, I just saw the circle with the heart in it. Or they're actually giving me a song right now. Okay, this is a very famous song, and it has shown up in a reading before in the past. It's I Had the Time of My Life, you know, from that Dirty Dancing film. Okay, I'm going to try and remember, if I can, who sings it, because right now it's not like on the top of my head. I can't think of it. But let me give you the lyrics of what they're giving me. I've been waiting for so long. Now I finally found someone to stand by me. And then, of course, the chorus. I've had the time of my life. Now I've never felt this way before. No, it was no, I've never felt this way before. That's what I heard. Yeah. Okay. So very famous song. You may hear this song in the next coming weeks. Maybe even months, because I feel into December, like on the cusp, like January time as well, you may even hear this song. It signals that there is a person coming in, and if you've met them before you hear the song, it's an indication that this person is the one. Okay, you're going to have so much fun with this new person. Listen out for that song. You could hear it really randomly, like in the store, on your play shuffle by accident, on an advert. You know, it's going to pop up for you. And when you hear that song, love is not too far away. Love is being ushered into your life. Okay, now the Ace of Wands, very passionate, intense start of a relationship. There is a spark, chemistry between you and this new person, and it's going to be a wonderful new adventure in your life as well. So let's go and see what else is coming on in here for you. I mean, the Seven of Cups tells me as your starting position that actually you have options. You turn a lot of heads. People are attracted to you, but you don't necessarily see that, or you don't pay attention to that, okay? Page of Cups. So love is showing up for you. I feel like there is someone new coming on in here. We have the Seven of Swords. So some of you may have had some trust issues that you're working through from a previous experience in the past. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, sorry. They told me I've got it in the wrong position. They're right. Let me just pop that there. Yeah, right position. I just shifted them back around because they were meant to be in that order, okay? Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. I was starting to think, Seven of Swords, that looks like a weird position. But yeah, we've got Seven of Swords. So these trust issues or this difficult experience perhaps you've had in the past, it may have caused some confusion, may have made you feel insecurities or trust issues going forward. And whilst you don't want to experience that again, and you may feel like you've healed that, I feel there's an energy here that it may have influenced the way you operate in love. Okay, it may have made you feel a little bit stuck or hesitant to get involved in someone with someone new. Thank you so much, Spirit Guide, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? We got the Five of Cups here. So the Five of Cups indicates that some of you have a lament from the past, and some of you, if you've had previous experiences in the past, you may worry that it's going to work out the same way. But this new person, no way. This new person that's coming on in, it is love, and It is fate. This is your destiny. I mean, your final card is the Wheel of Fortune. What are you calling in? Page of Cups. Someone new. Love. Okay. Page of Swords. You're going to be talking to someone new. They are very honest. They say what's on their mind. They're actually quite blunt, this person, okay? And they actually pay you a compliment when they first meet you. And this person, this new person, they never really give compliments unless they really mean them. And the way I'm being given it is that this person, it's hard to get a compliment out of this person. Because they're like giving me blood from a stone. But when they meet you for the first time, they're actually going to give you a compliment and they mean it. And I feel this person, they're very curious about you right from the very beginning. Let's see where you may meet this person. Okay, now this could be a place where you learn something in a group of people. Okay, this is coming up a lot for some people. So maybe the time period is lending itself to people suddenly wanting to learn like new things, new crafts, or upskill in some way, or take a class. It doesn't have to be a class on like something to do with a certificate or qualification. It could be something that you find interesting, that you're passionate about, a hobby, especially with the Ace of Wands. It's like you've got a brilliant idea to do something. You have a vision of you doing something that you're passionate about. Could be a project, or you have a desire to like create something. And wherever you find yourself, because the Three of Wands tells me you're in a group of people when you meet this person. So it could be like-minded people or even traveling. Okay, I just get a sense of people coming together. And I feel, I mean, even if you meet this person online, I feel like you'll meet this person physically in a group of people. So it's the start of a wonderful new loving relationship. Page of Cups there indicates that you are being offered love. This is someone who is new, okay? I mean, some of you could have even decided to do some volunteer work, or a friend asks you to help out on something and you could meet there, okay? Could be in the community event or something that you're invited to. Pages bring news. So I feel like you will be talking to someone new in a romantic sense. Pages indicate the start of a relationship that has a lot of potential. Someone who's very curious, pays you a lot of attention, and it's love. Okay, it's like the dream or the wish of love becoming a reality. And that's why you've got a Seven of Cups there. The Seven of Cups indicates that you have an incredible imagination. Okay, and we can think about anything we want. So they really want you to be aware of focusing and channeling your energy onto positive thoughts and visualizations about a person that you want to date. Okay, so really see what this person may look like. I mean, you may not get exactly what they look like, but pretty close. Okay, I remember many years ago, I flippantly said to a friend, I was watching something on TV and I was like, oh my gosh, I would love someone like that. And this person was playing a character. And I didn't really like the character. I was just talking about the actor. But I got someone, like a couple of months later, it was delivered to me almost by the universe that kind of looked identical to the actor, but unfortunately had the character of the character on the TV series, and it was not a nice character. So, you know, sometimes it's really important to recognize what you're wishing for, because the universe will deliver it. It will hear what you're thinking. So thoughts become things. Now, we do have the Seven of Swords there, and this is in the past. So if anyone betrayed you or made you feel alone or isolated in a relationship, or you've been feeling like, you know, that you've been on your own, and whilst you are independent and you do things in your own unique, independent way, I feel like you're leaving your single life behind. I feel like you're about to meet the one. And I get a sense that, you know, this person, they're truly honest. This person says what they mean and they take action on their words. This person's words are their bond. And the Seven of Swords is firmly left in the past. So if anyone has, you know, betrayed you or lied to you or abused their position in a relationship with you, that is being left behind, okay? Now, I feel with the Three of Wands, this is about you leaving your past behind, because the Three of Wands is always about looking towards the future. It's about an opportunity coming your way, and more than one. So I actually feel that you're going to start noticing people looking at you or paying you attention, and you're like, what's going on here? It's like buses. They're all coming along at once, but there's the one person that really sparks your attention, okay? The Three of Wands indicates that you're on the right path. A lot of you are asking, is love coming in? Because nothing is apparent right now. It just feels like there's an empty space. But I definitely see that your fortune in love is changing, and the universe is stepping in to bring you what deep, deep down you desire, which is, you know, a love that is romantic, kind, but is safe, and you feel secure. Someone who is strong enough to walk by your side, who lets you know that they're going to be there even when the going gets tough. And that's what this person is here for. I feel like this person, they're a little bit younger than you. Don't let that put you off. But I feel like they're very playful in their energy. You're going to have a lot of fun with this person. They've got a wonderful, cheerful disposition. So they're really good fun to be with. And this person also likes to travel a lot as well. So although you're a homebody, I feel like you do like to travel, but I feel this person, their goal or the desire, or maybe this is something they've already got, is a property abroad. So wherever you meet this person, they've got like a property abroad that they, like a vacation home. Okay, so whether you're in a career or whether you're retired, this person, I feel like this person either has it or is about to purchase it. Okay, so I feel they'll do a lot of traveling back and forth with that, and they want you right by their side. So I feel like there's a wonderful opportunity there to see a little bit more of the world as well. Now we do have the Moon card. Now, first and foremost, the Moon is a very romantic card, okay? So I definitely see that this is going to be a wonderful connection between you and someone new. However, the Moon can also throw up some fears, and your opposing card is the Seven of Swords. So if some of you are worried if, you know, a previous situation is going to play out again in someone else, that's not true at all. This is a new experience, and I feel like it's important to recognize that you've been going through some major shadow work, and you are becoming aware of the lessons, you know, the overgiving and, you know, always putting everybody else's needs before your own. The Moon card is an energy where suddenly the hidden comes to light, okay? So it's like you're not even aware that love is available to you very, very soon. I've just been given soon, the word soon. And because you can't see it, it doesn't mean it's not happening, because the Moon card is like orchestrating things behind the scenes. You know, there's otherworldly forces at play right now where you cannot see what is about to show up for you. So you're being asked to trust in the unknown, believe and receive. And some of you may have felt really frustrated, but trust your intuition, because when you meet this new person, it's going to feel really familiar, almost like you've known each other before. And I feel the fact that there's contract energy happening in your reading, I feel like you have known this person in a previous lifetime, but I definitely get a sense here that it's like deja vu. When you meet this person, you're like, wow, somehow you feel familiar, but somehow not. So there's going to be that moment when you meet this new person. Now, your advice to yourself in this moment, Eight of Swords, you're feeling stuck. That showed up in your overarching energy. That's why the Tower is there. The Tower is there to liberate yourself out of a stuck situation. So, you know, the first start is to recognize that you are feeling stuck. So you're being really honest with yourself. You're gaining clarity about who you are, what you want, what you certainly do not want. And some of you, when you see the Eight of Swords, I mean, the typical Rider-Waite Tarot, there's a figure bound and has a blindfold, and there's swords all around the figure. Now, the history of that card is that that figure can actually take their hands easily out from the binds, okay, and take off the blindfold. But the swords are all pointed down, which means a period of protection whilst you develop your spiritual gifts, or whilst you hone your intuition based on previous experiences where you may have noticed red flags but ignored them, or sometimes not even seen the red flags, and now you're developing a more intense intuition, okay? So I feel this period you've been on pause almost, and now I feel like you're being encouraged to go through a period of personal growth and healing, and also to remove any anything that's been clouding you, let's put it that way, because the Seven of Cups is like you're feeling a bit clouded or scattered, and it's time to break out of the cycle of repeat in order to experience new things. So whether you've always thought, maybe I should go online dating, maybe you should do that. If you're like, oh my gosh, no way, I would never do online dating, then maybe it's like an event or an opportunity that's in the community, or at a place where you learn something, because I feel like you're doing something for you. 8 is the number of the self. So you're like, okay, you are looking at your life and thinking, what am I interested in? What really sparks my desires? What am I passionate about? And I feel like you're connecting to that. And that's where you're going to meet this new person. Okay. Now we do have a 5 of Cups. This is your external circumstances. So these are energies beyond your control. Now the 5 of Cups typically is a figure looking at 3 cups that have spilt, because disappointment, disenchantment, lost that loving feeling for trying to find a relationship because of previous experiences. So some of you are lamenting past experiences, and that's okay because you're processing things, but you're not even aware yet that the universe is orchestrating 2 extra cups in, which means a relationship is there for you. Again, I know you all know the 5 of Cups, but they want me to show you the 5 of Cups to highlight what they want you to see. Okay, could you please show me? Thank you so much, truly grateful. You may want to fast forward this part because I'm just being given, at the beginning. And I thought this was the beginning because it's facing me, but it was actually at the beginning of the deck. So I should have listened. Anyway, as you can see there, that figure is looking at those 3 cups, but the universe is saying, look over here. Here's a relationship. There's 2 of Cups there. That's a union, an attraction. It's a bond between 2 people. It's 2 cups that are more rewarding than anything you've ever experienced. These cups, when you measure them, they're actually larger than the ones that have spilt. This is your big love story that's coming. So I feel it's important to recognize coming out of a comfort zone, will help you, put you on the path to meeting this new person. Also, I feel like you deserve freedom from whatever it is that's been weighing heavy on your shoulders. And now is a time for enjoyment. And this is where you will meet your match. Now, we do have the Page of Swords. This is the hope and a fear position. Page of Swords, some of you are feeling a little bit detached, a little bit hesitant. So I feel right now, some of you have an idea of what you should do in order to get yourself out of that comfort zone, but you may have not actioned it yet. Some of you are saving to be able to do it. I definitely get a sense here that you will carry through on it and you will meet someone who is very, very curious about you. I also see that it's a meeting of minds. So you're hoping that someone, love is important. Of course, love is the most important thing in the world. However, you can have 2 people who are in love, but they're not wanting the same things in life, right? So you're looking for someone who's on the same page as you. And I definitely see that this new person is. They're looking in the same direction. They have the same goals, the same sort of beliefs and morals and things like that. This person is very honest, true blue heart who's coming in for you. Now, the fear in this position, of course, is someone lying to you, because when you get hope in a fear position, you get it in the upright and you get it in the reverse. So some of you are worried that someone will keep secrets from you or not tell you the whole truth, or someone who is perhaps not on the same page as you, someone who is small-minded, I feel like, or closed-minded. I feel like those would be like your worst scenario cases, but I feel that's not what you're going to get here. What you're actually getting is a fated union. Love. You're getting these 2 things. The universe is stepping in to bring you a love relationship, someone who is open, emotionally available, someone whose dream of love becomes realized when they meet you. So I definitely see that suddenly this person is going to appear in your life, because this is a card of suddenness, of surprise. And I definitely get an energy here that you're having a lucky break in love because you haven't had one ever, is what I see here. And with the Wheel of Fortune, I feel now is your turn. Okay, I definitely see that this is a destined relationship, and you're going to see there's going to be so many coincidences when you meet this person. It's like there's like an event that perhaps they also went to, that you went to. It could be like a big festival event or something. And there was always the potential to have crossed paths. You have a friend in common that you'll discuss later on. It's almost like the universe has always been orchestrating a meeting or trying to orchestrate a meeting between you and this person. However, both of you have been in different places in your life. And when 2 people are destined to be together, both parties have to remember that whilst you're on a spiritual path, my beautiful Cancerians, so is your person that you're meant to be with. And the time they take to get to their destination and the time you take to get to yours is going to be different. So sometimes one party ends up waiting a little bit longer for the other. And I feel like you've been waiting, okay, for this person for quite some time. Look at this. Beautiful. We've got the acceptance of love. I mean, even in a different deck, it's telling me that you're going to have a high level commitment. The tree is there, which means it's stable. You're going to be rooted in this connection. This person is going to join your family tree. And it's a beautiful connection that's coming in there. I'm almost looking for like the circle with the heart in it, but there's not that there, okay? It's number 38. And when you reduce it, 3 plus 8, of course, is 11, soulmate number. So I feel this is a destined relationship. You're meant to cross paths with this person. This person, they love nature. So you're going to go for lots of nature walks, really feel connected to this person as well. Okay, what do we got here? We have the fleur-de-lis. Now that's interesting because this indicates a divine counterpart. This is Emperor energy. And male or female, not a gender-specific reading. It's about the energy. It's more about meeting someone who respects you, who respects the sanctity of love and marriage, but also someone who, you know, walks by your side, is strong enough to do that. Someone that you can respect as well. And finally, we have the home rune. Interesting, okay? So this person, I feel like they feel like home. And vice versa, you feel like home to them as well. But this is a rune which can also indicate that some of you may meet this person by being in the home space. That could be online dating, for example, or if some of you are deciding to relocate or you may be moving somewhere, so it can indicate that there is some sort of correlation between you meeting someone new with that event. It can mean that you've been climbing a bit of a mountain, but now you're close to the top, okay? And I feel this is a rune of familiarity, and it can indicate as well, like connections, as in what I said already, you know, you and this person, you have a friend in common. So that's what's definitely coming up there for you. So I'll leave it there, my beautiful Cancerians. I hope something resonates in this reading. Sorry, they're showing me an image and it's really distracting me and I'm not really sure what it is. Let me see what that is. Oh my gosh, now I know what it is. It is one of those fancy chocolates. You know, those candies, what are they called? Ferrero Rochers. Oh, they're showing me one of those, okay? Now, this could be something you'll see. I mean, you can probably see those everywhere, but you may see an advert of it. They're just showing me one Ferrero Rocher, you know, in the gold paper. It's not opened, it's in the gold paper. And this is something that you could see in the next coming weeks. Maybe it's something you're eating right now. Maybe that's why it's popped up in the water there, the energy. It could be that when you go on a date with this person, that they'll serve it, or maybe there was a dessert or something that's connected to it. I'm not really sure. I mean, it's pretty fancy looking. So maybe this person, you know, they go all out to bring you to a fancy place to just let you know that actually, you know, they want to make a fuss of you. They want you to have the best. And that's an indication that this person really is into you. So I'm not really sure how else to decode it. So I'll leave it like that. It's just so random. It came right at the end. I hope something is resonating in this reading for you. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Cancerians, and love and light.